Welcome back everyone. In this video, we will be discussing on how to get access to HCM Data Loader. Let's start. Okay, this is the navigation. You need to go to My Client Group and Data Exchange. Then you will be seeing all these tasks related to HCM Data Loader. Let's discuss one by one. The first one, recent file loads, will give access to the previous instance of the HCM load. So you will be finding every file that was loaded previously, and you can reload them, or you can download them, and you can update them, whatever that you can do. And the next one is view business objects. This task will list all the business objects that you can load data by using HCM Data Loader. You will be finding list of objects, and you can find the properties and what that object is doing, and everything you can find there. And this one is important data load data. This is to main task. Use it to load the data. You can select the file from local machine, or you can select the file from web center content server. Okay, and the last one is delete stage table data. So if you remember, in the last video we discussed the whenever you load a data, the data will be first loaded into stage tables, and then it will be loading into application table, right? So to delete the data that was loaded into stage table, you use this task to delete the data that was loaded into stage table. Okay, and okay, so suppose this is the one HCM data load functional privilege is used to give access to any user. So suppose if you want to give access to HCM data loader for any of the user, you should create a duty role with this functional privilege. And if you assign that role to that user, then user will be able to access this complete all the tasks. Okay, along with that, you should also have user should also have access to this web center content server. For that, user should have these two extra privileges as well. You need to add these two as well. Suppose there is a scenario, user you want to give access to only specific tasks, but not access to import and load data task. In that case, there are different privileges that can give a specific access to specific task. Okay, so take an example, view business object task. So suppose I want to give only access to this task. In that case, these are the two different privileges that user should have. The first one is review HCM data loader business object. So as I mentioned, when you go to this task, you will be finding list of business objects, right? In that, this privilege will give a user to view all the business objects and the properties and etc. The second one is generate HCM data loader template will give user to download the template. There are some sample templates will be provided by Oracle, and a user can able to download the template, and he can prepare the data however based on the requirement. The next one is delete stage table. To give access to this delete stage table, there are two different privileges. The first one will give access to delete the data from stage table of normal objects. Okay, if it is not a protected one, I mean to say. The second one give access to delete the data of security related objects as well. So user should have this privilege if user need to delete the security related protected data sets. Okay, and the third one is configure HCM data loader task. You may be not finding it here, but you can find it in setup and maintenance area. So this one, the task will give a user to, there are some parameters that user can set up for every data load. So all these parameters are listed in this task, and user can override those values, and you can pass whatever you need. Okay, and along with the above privileges, users should also have managed data exchange work area privilege, so that user will have access to this data exchange, and other privileges give access to these specific tasks. Okay, whenever user having access to this managed data exchange work area, then as a default, a user will also have access to these recent file loads. So we have covered all these tasks. The next slide will give, okay, So this is specific to the users who are dealing with the security related objects. So whenever user want to load data to any security related object, take an example of area of responsibility, then a user should have this privilege, load HCM security data privilege. Along with that, user should also set up this enable restrict access to security related business object parameter to S in this configure HCM data loader task. So you go to setup and maintenance and find this task and search for this parameter under HCM data loader section and you set it to yes. Then only user should be able to access to load data into that security related objects. That's all for this video. Let's discuss next topics in the coming videos. Thank you so much. Bye bye.